coming at you with a beer review. Today I've got another beer from Founders Brewing. That's right, now that they're here out in Oregon. It is the Centennial IPA. They say this is immensely dry hopped with Centennial. My understanding, I think, is this is just all Centennial hops. That's all that they used in it. I didn't really read anything on here. This is a big 7.2% ABV, 65 IBUs, and we're gonna get her cracked open. All that lusciousness in there. Well, look at that. Man, that head's got actually some color to it. It's almost like between tan and yellow kind of colors. It's a little better than a finger head on there. That's pretty good. And look at the color. That's really interesting. Look how deep that color is. They must use a bit of caramel on this, I would say. It's got a bit of that like a red hues to it, like orangish red hues, copper colored, if you will. Let's get the nose. All right, I do get some caramel on there, and I get some citrus on there. And maybe like a biscuit malt, kind of a character to it. I'm really not getting a whole lot off the nose. I'm kind of surprised. This one was canned on January 18th of 2017, and today I believe is the 18th of February. Yeah, it's not a really strong nose for me. I get some light citrus, like I said, that biscuit, some caramel, maybe like some citrus rind character. Believe it or not, I get a little bit of alcohol. I get some like herbal qualities, some spice qualities, but more on the herbal side. More on the floral hop kind of nose, but I'm just surprised. I thought I'd get a lot more. This is fairly fresh within the month, so we're gonna just dive in. Cheers. Wow. It's not doing a whole lot for me. I'll be really honest right up front. And this doesn't surprise me. I mean, I've heard really good things. I've heard this gets really high scores out there, but I grow Centennial hops, you know? Centennial hops are the kind of thing that I might use with some IPAs, but you know, it's like more something that I use in the mid part or at the beginning of the boil for bittering. Yeah, this for me is almost kind of bland. It's very herbal in quality. There's a bit of almost green vegetable taste. There's a little spicy kick to it. It's not like a harsh bitterness, but there's a lot of bitterness to it. And the citrus character is more like I want to say citrus peel. You know, like you chew on citrus peel, not like citrus rind, like, you know, but I mean actually citrus peel. It's not really like a zest. Interestingly enough, I would have thought you would have maybe gone more towards some grapefruit or something like that. But I get more of like an orange peel type flavor to it. There's a bit of a biscuit malt. The caramel is not particularly pronounced. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed because I was thinking, wow, if this is good, then this would be the type of thing I'd try to see if I could mimic with my own homegrown hops. There's not a great deal of sweetness to it. You know, there's some backbone there, but there's so much of this, the bitterness and the, what do I want to say, the green hop character coming from this, that for me, it's just not a very well balanced beer, unless you just really like very bitter beers. I'm gonna let this warm up a bit and see if it changes for me, and I'll be back. So I've let this warm a little bit, and of course as you drink something, your palate adjusts a bit. I know that. A little bit more of the sweetness is coming through, just a bit. You know, it's definitely a palatable beer. It's all right. It's just, for me, there's nothing special. I always had a hard time seeing how you could just use just Centennial in an IPA. There's just not enough character, not enough fun going on with Centennial to do it for me. And that's just kind of really proved true as far as I'm concerned with this beer. So it's time to rate it. Well, obviously I can't rank it really high. Personally, in terms of IPAs, 82. I'm sorry, this is a B-. It just doesn't work. There's so many better beers on the market than this, and quite frankly, I've brewed myself much better beers, as have almost all of my friends, and as far as I'm concerned, have all made better beers than this when it comes to IPAs. Now, in overall, I have to sink low. I just do. This is a C+ grade overall. It just isn't there for me. I'm giving it a big 78. That's right, for Founders Centennial IPA. Here it is again, Centennial IPA from Founders Brewing Company. This is a year-round offering. Go figure. If you've had this, I'm sure many of you had. Tell me what you think. Am I off my rocker? Did I get a bad can? Tell me what, because I'm disappointed. I'd like to get something more out of this. This is Kevin at Clemens Sober saying life's too short to drink cheap beer. And I'll see you in the next beer review.